Well, it's a bit frosty this morning. The lights on in my mum's house. Ice on the cars. Ice on the roads, a bit slippy. We've got ice here. Oops! Nearly fell on my backside. And I've just seen the weather, what it's going to be in Melbourne. It's going to be 38 on Christmas Day. Wow. Oh, it's cold. Bloody freezing. Look at this. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know. It's bloody freezing. In Australia is boiling. Oh, look at it, eh? Look at it, the frost and the... Oh gosh, it's going to be cold today. It's great when you walk on this, it's very crispy, eh? So snow isn't going to be far away, I think. We're going to have a massive storm tomorrow, apparently, coming from across from America. Oh, well, Mum was got a few days to get better so we can have Christmas Day out at the Swanage Cemetery. That's what I'm really looking forward to. And my mum is, so she's got about 3 days to get rid of this cough. She slept a lot better last night. But then I got a phone call from Michael, my brother, who's just turned, well, nearly 71 in May, and they're over in Spain. They've got a house in Spain, and they've had it for, gosh, 10 years. It might be more. And they've never had a Christmas there, so they've gone to have Christmas. That's one of the reasons why I'm over, but I'm glad I am. Anyway, he rang last night. He's not well. He could have shingles, and he's been to hospital there, so they are looking to come back. So, gosh, that's not good at all. Because there's only Michael and myself. And when I'm in Australia, there's just Michael looking after my mum, and he doesn't live nearby. So he's on 24-hour notice with my mum, and coming over. So I'm giving him a break really, because he's done this for years now. So it's my turn, which was no problem. Plus I never grew up with Michael. Michael grew up with my grandparents in Manchester, Old Trafford, near United. Not a bad thing. And I remember as a kid we used to go, because he's 10 years older than me, we used to go and visit him. And he never knew his dad. And then later in years he never wanted to know him. It never became an issue, even though Tony Humanfly was pushing him for it. Anyway, cutting a long story short, last year my mum gave Michael, just before her 90th birthday, a card from his dad when he was 2, so that triggered Michael. So in the last year he's gone in search of who his dad is and finding a lot about him, and he's found out his father in 1966, I think, left to go to America, married and had children over there. And last year Michael was going to a holiday at the Rocky Mountains, not knowing this, but found out, drove across to Ohio in Cleveland, and met a brother and sister which he never knew he had, and they never knew they had a brother. Fortunately, his father Basil passed away 15 years ago. He was a Polish soldier, and met my mum straight after the World War II. My mum was 19, and it was a bit of a party, and she got pregnant. And the Basil, Michael's father, didn't know, so mum's grandparents wrote a letter to the Polish army, and Basil, who was in Germany looking after the part of the Allies, looking after Germany after the war, they flew him back and he married my mum and had Michael. But things didn't work out between everybody, and they got divorced, and Michael grew up with grandparents because they didn't want to take Michael was growing up there, going to school. They didn't want to take Michael out of school, and my mum was working. War broke out when she was 14, and she was working in a arms factory at 14 making bullets in Trafford Park. She's been telling me this, going in her aid shelters when the Germans were bombing. She's gone through tough times with mum. Then my mum met my dad in Manchester, then my dad got transferred back to Bury where he lived and had me, so we never grew up together, but we used to drive and see. So now Michael's on this quest to find as much about his father. He's recently been to Poland too, where his father was born and brought up by his parents, and that's an amazing story. His parents got sent to Siberia. Michael's dad joined the Red Army so that they could be saved, and then eventually he joined the British Army to fight against the Germans. So he had it tough. Anyway, Michael went to his village in Poland, had no idea if there was any family there, and he met cousins. He met his dad's sister's daughter, and it was amazing for him. He's got a whole new family and he feels Polish. So he's discovering all this now at 70 years old. So I came back for a year to give him a break so he can concentrate on that while I looked after my mum. And I'm so glad I've done that. It's given him time to find a lot more about himself and where he comes from. And it's still ongoing, because he's finding out his father had the equivalent of the Polish George Cross in the army. He was a good man. Just a pity he never met him. But he's got a brother and sister now in America he speaks to daily, and also he's got these cousins in Poland he's met. How beautiful is that? All the ducks and swans on Swan Lodge. So there you go. So Christmas, he just needed to go to his place and, you know, give some thought. He's a great man, Michael. And his wife Annette, they've had it hard with my mum, but now my mum Annette and Michael are getting on really well. Annette's done a fantastic job, and my mum's looking after my mum, keeping the house clean. It's not now I've been here. Mind you, if he's coming home soon, I've got to go round and bloody clean it up. But it's alright. It's a Brooksy clean up. Anyway, I'm just going out to get the paper and go back and get my mum's breakfast, sort her out. God, look at the sky. Look at the jets in the sky. How beautiful is this? How picturesque. There'll be a lot of people getting up, scraping the cars this morning. Good old Bury. Look at that, 3 jets. Magnificent.